It's exciting every time. What could it be? 2 Musketeer Tabards. Welcome back, fellow Illumineers, to be our guest. We're doing draft today. Yeah, we're actually right into it, so I might even record another intro here. But this is the first draft that you'll see from me. I'm pretty stoked about having draft kind of fleshed out. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We've got our first pack here. Nothing at all exciting. Our rares are Steal from the Rich and Just in Time, which is kind of hot garbage. I don't even know what I like here. I think the best card might be... what is even the best? The best is probably Donald or Duke of Whistleton? Like, that's... This is a terrible pack. Wow. Yeah, I guess I'll pick Donald. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, that's a terrible first pick. That is not at all the first pick that you want to see. But that's okay. We adapt and overcome here, folks, at Be Our Guest. So let's see what the next pack. So it looks like we got a full table here, which is awesome. Okay, so we got Beast Wolfsbane. That's a pretty solid pick up there. Don't let the legendary fool you. It's not a bomb, but it's pretty solid. Effectively treated as a 5-cost 4/4 rush, which, for that reason, I will gladly take it. There might be a lot of editing in this video, I'm not gonna lie, depending on how rough things are. Let's see what we got here for this pick. Cruella de Vil's solid. Freeze is solid. Chief Tui I'm okay with. I don't love Cruella, but I think that she's solid enough that I'm happy to pick her up. Things are going fast and furious a little bit here, but if I can try and catch you up, if you're not really that familiar with draft, check out our draft review videos. We go through things in a little bit more slower pace, detail there. But suffice to say, you relatively want to be low to the ground, but bombs obviously matter too. So it's kind of a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. I think that the 3-cost 3/3/2s are kind of in the high C, low B range. So I'm happy to pick those up, but you want to make sure that you're relatively low to the ground with a few key bombs in there as much as possible. Ramp, specifically, does not usually play out particularly well in draft. I mean, if you can get it absolutely consistent, then sure. But most of the time, you're not going to be that consistent. Wow, I'm surprised to see Jasmine this late. I don't know. Okay, so this is probably one of the hardest ones so far. I like Ursula's Cauldron. I like Captain. I like Jasmine. Genie is okay. Elsa's, well, Elsa Queen Regent's okay. Elsa, the Ruby one is not. Do I like her enough? I think that I like her enough, and I dislike using Cauldron enough that I think I'm going to take Jasmine. So, after the first pack, we're going to want to take a keen look at where our ink curve is at, like how many 1 drops, 2 drops, etc. But suffice to say, we know we're going to want to have at least a couple 1 drops, and we've already got a Kristoff, so I think that's a pretty easy Archimedes there. Unfortunately, no bombs yet. Beast Wolfsbane certainly doesn't categorize as one, but that's okay. Also no card draw yet, which is unfortunate. Okay. In this situation, where are we at for 3s? Where are we at for 3s? We've got 1 drop, couple of 2s, and a 3. Okay, so I think we're safe to go for another 3. So, with that in mind, I think that the 3/4s, the wardrobes of the world, are pretty solid. Sven can also be. But I think there's enough big bodies now that go around later that I think I'm happy taking Steamboat Mickey here. Okay. Okay. I think here I want to take Captain. We don't really have a ton of larger bodies yet, so let's start getting some of those. And I think I like Captain over Sven. Don't discount Sven. He's a lot better. The Trash Deer is a lot better in Limited than it is in Constructed. Okay, we're not rare drafting here. This is not in real life, so we definitely want to take Sven here. These are all trash. That was my original pack coming back, and what hot garbage that was. That was slightly disappointing as a pick one, pack one. I should have taken a picture of that. All right. At the end of the day, a body is a body, and a lot better than Ransack and Befuddle that are both Fs. So we will pass those along for sure. All right. Things are wrapping up here in pack one. Not a great pack one. Not thrilled with it. That initial... Okay, so I like Freeze in this spot. We don't have any uninkables yet. Freeze is kind of mediocre removal. And Smee, although fine, it's a body, certainly not exciting there. Alright, so we're just waiting on... Let's take a peek at that. Cut to the chase. That will be a cut, hopefully, from our deck. And we're just waiting to pass this on. Okay. So, let's take a quick look at the deck here. Alright. So, really our only removal is Freeze, and that's pretty bad removal. We've got 1 cost, 2 2s, 2 3s, 4, couple of 5s, 3 5s, and a 6. Okay, so 5s we got to be wary about, though obviously Pumbaa is easily cuttable, and you know what, Jasmine and Captain are solid, but not mandatory either. Alright, let's generate another pack here. And wish ourselves better luck on pack 2. Alright, we get a bomb. Let's go. Every time's exciting, man. Every time's exciting. Alright. What do we got here? We got Goofy, which I'm happy to see. Not a bomb, but happy to see. We got Mulan, which some people, I think, would rank higher than Goofy, but I don't think I'm one of them. We got Friends on the Other Side, which I think is one of the best cards in the set. So, unfortunately, we're going to be passing a lot of good stuff here. What are we hoping to wheel at this point? So we're going to get 4 cards back. I'd be happy with Maleficent, Sinister Visitor, Duke of Wesselton. We're probably getting Rapunzel back. Alright, so I think this is an easy Friends on the Other Side. We've got plenty of 3s to stack it up with. We've got Friends on the Other Side of that first one, but man, there was a lot of good ones. I wish we could have had a pack like that in pack 1 instead of a bunch of garbage and having to pick Donald of all cards as our pick 1, pack 1. Whew, that hurt. So maybe Karma will be on our side here for pack 2. What do we got here? Cauldron's fine. Tinkerbell's okay, but I'm not willing to value it as high as I know Weiro does this early and without the other Tinkerbell. So I think Ursa's Cauldron's probably a good pickup here. Gaston's not unplayable. Part of Your World's fine, but not good. Wardrobe, as I mentioned with Mickey, is solid. Chief Tui, also solid. Yeah. So, not the pick 2 that I was hoping for. Yeah, I think we got to go with Cauldron here. As painful as it's going to be, and you'll see that in the gameplay, it's going to be painful to use that on Tabletop Simulator, but at the end of the day, you got to take the good cards, right? We're trying to win here, people. This is where having all colors I don't think is great, because it definitely leaves it so that our opportunities to snag some great later picks go down pretty considerably. Like, look at this pack here. Ooh. This is just all chaff. We got some F's here, in Hakuna Matata and Reflection, and Elsa is a D, so is Fishbone Quill. Like, ooh. I think that Develop Your Brain's probably our best bet here. It's not one that I want to be picking this early by any stretch of the imagination, but none of these cards are good. So, hooray. Okay. Knive, come on, man. Hook us up a little bit better than this. Alright, what do we got here? We got Sergeant Tibbs. We got Just in Time again. Philoctetes. Pascal. I mean, we could go the Pascal route and just hope that our opponent doesn't have evasive. I think that's probably our best bet, considering what else is in this pack. Ooh. It's a pretty bad pack. If I do say so myself, there's a lot of bad packs going around here. I hope everyone's having this kind of good fortune with their packs, because my word. Come on. That's more like it. Beast Mirror coming this late. And Nye's favorite, Minnie Mouse. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I will absolutely take top pick Beast Mirror there. Mind you, Beast Mirror is drawing me into a bunch of garbage right now, so that's not really saying much, but I'll still take it. Don't look to a gift horse in the mouth, right? Okay. I like Fan the Flames here. I still don't want to sleep on Chief Tui. Like, I think that that kind of body... 7 cost is tough though, right? But we also don't have many high drops right now. So I think maybe we need to consider the fact that we've got some low cost. Let's maybe pull out a big body here and kind of respect the curve a little bit. Let's close that up before we pass it on. Okay. All right, another Chief Tui. Okay, so we got Merlin and we got Genie here. We've already got 3 2-drops, and I think we've only got 1 4-drop. So I think curve dictates that we should go with Merlin. Genie obviously potentially has a shift target, but I'm not sure I'd even want to play Genie Powers Unleashed, even if I could draft him, and even if I had Genie the Ever Impressive. So I think we pass on that. But just to be clear, I would be happy with Genie Ever Impressive at that spot. And of course I should have taken him because there's another Merlin, though I think I'm just as happy with Cruella and potentially more happy, though Cerberus is very good. I think I'm going to take Cerberus. It's hard to get nearly close to that efficiency at 5-drop, whereas Cruella is somewhat replaceable at least. Okay, why are we getting so much better picks in the last half of the pack than in the first half? There's Maleficent. I think out of these all, Maleficent is probably my favorite, which is surprising because I have such little respect for that card in Constructed, but just the 3/4 body with the 2 lore has proven to be quite useful in Draft. Alright, now we're getting down to the bottom of the barrel. We've had quite a few 4-drops this pack, so let's take another 2-drop. I'm not a fan of Prince Ali at all, but it is a playable 2-drop, and at this point we just need to, again, respect the curve a little bit. Alright, last pack magic here. Hopefully Elsa's a cut, because she is hot garbage. She is not good. Not good at all. And what's our last pick here? Timon. I mean, he's a playable body, so I can't really say much about that. Okay. So, what's our deck looking like so far? So hopefully we can cut to the chase, and we can cut Elsa. I probably want to cut Timon as well. Really, the only card I'm super happy about, the only 2 cards I'm super happy about in my deck so far are Friends on the Other Side and Beast Mirror. And I'm moderately happy about Beast Wolfsbane. Yeah, it's not coming together, folks. We need some magic here. in the last few packs here. Last two. Wish me luck. All right. It's exciting every time. What could it be? 2 Musketeer Tabards. Okay, so we do have a problem here. We got Mad Hatter and we got Goofy Daredevil. Both very good. Both comfortable first picks. Whew. What is better? I think Mad Hatter's better, but my gosh, they're both very good. I think I'm going to go with Mad Hatter, but I honestly don't know, and I wouldn't fault you for picking either one of those. I think those were clearly the two picks. Those were clearly the two picks in the pack, but okay, I will take an Aladdin Heroic Outlaw. Now all of a sudden Prince Ali's looking a lot better. Aladdin Heroic Outlaw. Ooh, Simba and Goofy. Oh man. I still think, especially with Prince Ali, that Aladdin Heroic Outlaw is the better of the three, but that's not saying much. Those other two, Simba and Goofy, are fantastic. Or I would have been happy with either of those two at second pick. The fact that I got to pass some of those as a third pick leaves me a little sad, but, you know, it is what it is. All right. Pick 3. Can they mirror our first two picks? They do not. I'm definitely not comfortable taking Street Rat this early, even with Heroic Outlaw. What do I need here? So I didn't pick up Cruella, so maybe I take Donald as a 2-drop here. I also passed on Genie. But we also need maybe some other 1-cost 2/2s. What's gonna more likely to come around? I think probably the 1-cost 2/2s. Yeah, I'm not interested in Flotsam at all. Captain, I'm interested in. Donald, Duke, and to a lesser degree, Aladdin is kind of what I'm interested in. And I think based on where my curve's at right now, I'm going to take Donald. And there's a traffic jam behind me, but it is what it is. Okay, what do we got here? Jumba Jukaba, ugh. Simba, ugh. Awful, Keeper of Secrets. Okay, the quality of packs is degrading quickly. So this is where I think I'll take what I was talking about getting later, which is Flounder, Voice of Reason. Let's put... goodness sake. There we go. Let's make sure we got our low drops. I think at this point we could probably use a few more 3s, especially with friends on the other side. What do we got here? Oh, interesting. Captain Hook, Thinking a Happy Thought. Oh, no, we got Peter Pan Never Landing here. Much happier with that. Especially since I mentioned I think we need some 3s, we need some evasive. Lots of reasons to like that there. Captain Hook, if I had, you know, a couple of Forceful Duelists already, maybe I would have considered that more. It's a potent card, but I don't know that it gets out early enough to really matter. Okay, so I think we might want to take Jumba just based on the fact that we've started to flesh out our lower end more, and again, we're kind of lacking on later bodies. So I think we'll go with Jumba there. But yeah, the quality of picks are fast degrading here. All right. What we got? Okay, so thank goodness I didn't. I wonder if I hate pick Forceful Duelist here just based on the fact that I passed Thinking a Happy Thought. It's still pretty solid. I don't have it as high as these two, but also our deck's not looking very good, so we might have to eke out some good value plays. I'm not at all considering Poison Apple for anyone that's shouting that, so you can just leave that behind. Oops, I just put... yeah, there we go. Yeah, I'm not interested in very, very limited removal. It doesn't do anything for me. Okay, what do we got here? Okay, and now is the perfect time to pick up a Jasmine. I haven't mentioned it before now, but I've been kind of thinking in the back of my head, I've only got the Kristoff in the kind of 3-3-3-2 category, and I want a few more of those. I'm still debating whether I prefer the 3 cost 3-4-1s or the 3 cost 3-3-2s. And I think it's the Wardrobes of the world, but it's a near thing. The 3-3-2s definitely demand action a little bit more. Okay, so we've just picked up the 3-3-2. Yeah, I think at this point I'd rather Minnie Mouse. If you're wondering about Megara, I think she's a solid 2-drop, but I don't think she's in the same league as the 2-2-3s. So I'm going to pass her every time over one of those. Now we've got more of kind of the bread and butter of your deck. We got lots of the bread and butter. We don't have much of the spice, much of the sexy stuff in this deck. I think curve-wise, I think we could probably use one more of the 2-2s, which I think nobody values them all that highly other than Wiro and myself, so that's why they keep coming around. Speaking of which, okay, definitely 4 is kind of the max that I want there. He's got a sword, eh? That will undoubtedly be a cut. Okay. So, once again, pack 3, not really doing us much here. We had a couple good picks at the start. We had Aladdin, we had Mad Hatter, both ones I'm very happy with, but it really tapered off after that. Yeah. Alright, pack 4. Last chance for romance. Alright. We got some juicy stuff here. Okay, yes we do. Once again, we're having to pass some good stuff. I think we're going to take Grab Your Sword. Too good. Moana's solid. Flynn Rider's excellent. Mother Knows Best, excellent. Mufasa, solid. Jetsam, solid. Simba, solid. But yeah, Grab Your Sword, too good. Alright. Well, it's nice to at least get a first pick that's solid, you know? Yeah. The rest of the packs have been pretty rough for us. Usually, you like in the first 4 picks, you like to see some really good stuff, and then expect it to taper off after that. When we get like 2 solid picks and then nothing, yeah, not where we want to be, but that's all right. Could just be the packs, right? Could be our positioning. Could just be the packs. Yeah, I think we got plenty of the low cost now. I think we need to start looking for a little bit more beef. Otherwise, we might get overwhelmed in the late game. All right, what do we got here? Cerberus could definitely qualify as that, and I think that's the best card in the pack. So let's grab that. What am I looking to wheel here? It's not much in this pack that I'm looking to wheel. I think probably we'll be getting garbage out of that. Moana, you know, do it again. That kind of nonsense. Let's see here. All right, A Whole New World, not good here. Goofy, yes. Beast Mirror, yes. I think we got to take Beast Mirror. We just don't have nearly enough card draw. I would really like to have Goofy, especially with a bunch of early plays. Dropping a Goofy that can kind of hold back the tide and let those early plays survive a turn or two longer. Can be massive, but we're just so down on card draw. Now, Beast Mirror plays really well in a deck that doesn't have a lot of beef yet, not a lot of high costs, but still. Oh, ask and you shall receive. There's Goofy. Okay, and I think he is also the best card in the pack, so that... Oh. So, Goofy definitely helps, but I still think we need a lot of help and not much picks left to get it from. Could we squeeze out some late game luck? I think Peter Pan, certainly. It really hurts that I've had to pass both of the Goofies that I've seen. We just got so very little evasive and no removal. So if our opponent has a lot of evasive, we're just going to lose. Easily. To a deck with a lot of evasive. But such is life. We'll see. Oh. Not holding out a lot of hope, but there's a little bit of hope there. At the end of the day, I mean, yeah, ideally I want to draft well, but, you know, ultimately playing well is more important than drafting well. So there's still hope. Okay, we don't really have much uninkables in the deck, so Rapunzel could certainly fit fine. Develop Your Brain might help us get through some of the chaff, but so much of our deck is pretty much equivalent that I don't know that filtering does that much. Think maybe Rapunzel might help us get back a little bit. So let's take Rapunzel. We've got so few high drops that, yeah. We're going to want to be inking very conservatively. I think we've got 1 7, maybe 2 6s. I can't remember exactly, but like very few 6s, a few 5s, a little heavier at 5. Right, I think in pack 1 alone we had 4 5s, but still. Okay. Yep, we need body. We need bigger bodies, so Cerberus again, very welcome there. I'm actually surprised to see that this late in the pack, so that was a welcome sight. I will absolutely take that. And that's likely to be the last card that we're happy to see. Don't really expect much this late in the pack. Yeah, I think Jasmine, perfectly fine, especially considering we, in the end of the last pack, we got more of kind of the low-cost stuff and passed by the chance of the third 3/3/2. Again, I would have been happier seeing like a wardrobe there in that space, but yeah. Yeah, that's good enough. Still no bombs. Grab Your Sword is about the closest one that you could categorize as a bomb. But even then, probably not. I mean, the fact that I've got so many 5s means it's going to be easier to sing. But still. Okay, I don't love Gaston. So I think in this spot, I'm much happier with Genie the not so impressive. He's good for his cost in draft, but certainly calling a vanilla 2/3 the ever impressive is a little bit cheeky in my eyes. Little bit. Okay. Oh, called it. There's Moana. All of these are probably not making the deck. Maybe Hey Hey is about the only one that has a shot at making the deck. Okay, Goons. But I've got so many of the 1-cost 2/2s. Do I play Simba? Oh, does not feel good. Oh. Goons is definitely the better card, but I've got 4 of the 1-cost 2/2s. Which is 10% of the deck. Which is not great. Yeah, alright. Last pick is Vicious Betrayal. Utter garbage. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to pull out 8 cards here. What I recommend is if you're doing this in person, sort it out by costs. You know, make sure you got a solid curve. But we've been keeping track of that as we go along. So I think we can just cut the cards that we know are not playable. So he's got a sword. Absolutely. Vicious Betrayal absolutely can be cut. Let's see what others are easy cuts. Let's see here. Elsa Ice Surfer is an easy cut. Oh. Let's see. Timon, I think, is an easy cut. Cut to the Chase is an easy cut. And anything else that stands out? Pumbaa's pretty close. Okay. Hey Hey might be as well. Alright, so we need to cut 3 more, so this is where I think cost is relevant. So, let's see here. Most thinking Pumbaa is definitely an option. How many 4-drops do we've got? We've got 1, 2. Oh, not actually that many. So we might keep Pumbaa for curve reasons. We do have a lot of 1-drops, so I think Hey Hey's got to go. Okay. And we got enough 5s, so I'm happy to cut Simba here. I think he's pretty weak. So we need 1 more. And it feels like probably there's a 2-drop that can be cut. Let's see, how many 2-drops do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of a 40-card deck. Man, that's not actually too bad. What else do we want to cut? I think I'm going to do some thinking here.
1 hour later.
I wonder if Ursula's Cauldron's actually good in a deck that doesn't have much uninkables and doesn't have really any bombs to draw to. So filtering through the deck is going to be a lot of, do I want, you know, Minnie Mouse or do I want Duke of Wesselton? It's like, it's pretty much the same. I think it will help us get rid of some of these lower cost stuff later in the game though. So maybe we keep it for that reason. But it's certainly not at its best in this deck. And in a deck that's going to need to go aggro, is Ursula's Cauldron really what we want to be doing on turn 2 also? That's a good point. We're really low to the ground here. I wonder if Ursula's Cauldron might not be a cut in this deck. I really like Ursula's Cauldron in most of the decks that I draft, but this is not most decks that I draft. How many 1 costs do I have, actually? Do we need to cut Hook? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6. No, I think it's got to be Ursula's Cauldron. Yep. Heaven help us. Wish us luck. We'll see you in the gameplay.
Well, fellow Illumineers, this is where we end today's episode. Unfortunately, the gameplay video got corrupted, but I hope you enjoyed the draft, and I'd love to hear from you, or be roasted by you, in the comments on the picks, where you might have picked differently, and whether you intend to draft some yourself. I'll be putting a link for Knives' Nerd Corner in the description. He streamed the draft and was positioned immediately to my left, and we beat him in the 3rd round. So make sure to check that video out and see how you think we stacked up. For now, take care, and see you next time. Thank you everyone for watching. It's truly an honor to see you enjoying our videos. Thank you to Lorcana.com for having us as one of their featured creators, and thank you to the amazing community coming together around this incredible game. Please like, subscribe, and let us know in the comments what you'd like to see on our next video. Until next time, if you'd like to continue with us on this journey, please be our guest.